Welcome to the quiz show that demands nothing less than perfection. Behind this screen are 4 contestants who'll be hoping their knowledge is flawless because one single mistake could give the game away. This is perfection. Hello and welcome to Perfection, the quiz show where only perfect play is good enough. Behind me are the contestants. We call them the usual suspects. They're in our isolation room. In a moment, we'll find out which one of them has been randomly selected to join me here to play Perfection. They will then face a series of true or false statements. For example, if I said a sorority is an organisation composed of women, would you say that that's true or false? Well, if you'd said true, I can tell you you'd be right. Answering true or false might seem easy, but if the contestant gets a single answer wrong, their opponents, the usual suspects, will be allowed into the game to capitalise on their mistakes. So you know how the game works. Let's meet the usual suspects.
Hi, I'm Catherine and I'm from Bristol. I work in a finance department for an insurance company and I'm really excited to be playing my first game.
Hi, I'm Phil from Walsall. I'm a business intelligence developer and this is my first game.
Hi, I'm Judy. I'm from Lancing in West Sussex. I'm a semi-retired supply teacher and this is my third game.
Hi, I'm Michael. I'm from Manchester. I'm an office coordinator and this is my third game.
Best of luck to you all as we now find out which one of you has been randomly picked to play Perfection. Judy, it's you. Please come down and play. Judy, welcome to the show. You're a bit of a fan of the show. You watch it at home?
Oh, yes, yes.
You watch it with somebody normally?
My grandson, Zach, yeah.
Yeah. How old's Zach?
10.
Is he? Who does better in the rounds?
I'd say 50-50, really, because it is 50-50, isn't it?
Well, it is, yeah. So
he just likes to be able to say true or false, you know.
Yes, and there's always something nice to do with the grandchild, isn't it, as well?
Is,
An important birthday coming up. Are we allowed to talk about that, or are we not?
No, yes, go ahead.
No, well, your 50th?
No, 60th.
Is it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Can't be.
It is.
Surely. So it's a big party. Are you planning a big party?
Well, if I should win some money, we'd like to go on safari. That's what we're going to use the money for.
Oh, OK.
So for the actual birthday, I want to go to Sallington Warren, which is a nice walk in Storrington near us. And I just want to get all my family there for a picnic.
Well, Judy, it's now you versus the usual suspects. They were your teammates. They're now your enemies. Their job is to stop you from winning the prize fund because your failure will mean the prize money rolls over to the next game where one of them could be down here playing for a bigger total. Now, every game on Perfection is worth £1,000. Here's the great news for you. No one has won in the last 17 games. So the prize fund currently stands at £18,000. That's a big picnic.
That is a big picnic.
There's a safari.
And my kitchen.
And your kitchen.
Yeah.
That's the plan, is it?
Yeah.
Well, best of luck. Here's how the game works. You'll play 3 rounds, then a final. Every round that you achieve perfection will make the final easier for you. However, if your performance is anything less than perfect, the usual suspects here will have a chance to step in and steal the round, making it that much harder for you. Usual suspects are going to switch you off for now so you can't see or hear anything. And away they go. Each round consists of 4 true or false statements. You'll be answering against the clock. You'll only have 45 seconds. And once you've given an answer, your first answer, it will be locked in.
Yes.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Then let's get started and play Perfection. Round 1, your 45 seconds start now. Lausanne is a city in Switzerland.
True.
True. The darts player Phil Taylor is nicknamed Silverback.
False.
False. J.D. Salinger never finished The Catcher in the Rye.
False.
False. And finally, Sean Pertwee played the Doctor in Doctor Who.
False.
False. And with lots of time to spare, you've answered all 4 statements. Not much of a one for giving much away about what you're thinking.
Well, you either know it or you don't you?
And do you know them all?
Not absolutely certain, but they're not bad questions.
So you think you're in with a chance of perfection?
Maybe.
All right, before we reveal exactly how well you've done, it's time to bring back the usual suspects. So here are the 4 statements, and next to them are Judy's answers. Michael, kick us off here. Has she achieved perfection?
I don't think she has. I've got a sneaky feeling that C is wrong.
All right, Phil, can you see any holes in these arguments?
It looks a pretty good round to me. I think the only one that I'm unsure on is A, to be honest.
A. And by the way, can I congratulate you? It's very rare you see a full quality sideboard these days, as they say. That's a quality pair of mutton chops there, isn't it?
Thank you very much.
OK, Catherine, what do you make of these answers?
I don't know much about darts, so that's the only one I'd be unsure about is B.
B. All right, well, Judy, the moment of truth. You need to have answered all 4 statements perfectly to have won the round. Let's find out how many are correct. Congratulations, Judy, you have achieved perfection. Right, let's have a look at those answers in more detail. Lausanne is a city in Switzerland. You said that was true, and of course it is true. The darts player, Phil Taylor, is nicknamed Silverback. You said that's false, and of course it is false. He's Phil the Power Taylor, he's known as, yeah. J.D. Salinger never finished The Catcher in the Rye. You said that was false, and it is false. He did. 1951, he finished it in. And Sean Pertwee played the Doctor in Doctor Who. You said that was false, and it is false because
It's John Pertwee.
his dad, John Pertwee, actually played Doctor Who. Quite right too. Judy, as a result of that perfect performance, you've made winning the prize fund a lot easier. Here's your final board appearing before you. These 6 blank spaces need to be filled with subject categories. Here are your final round category options, starting with Daft Punk, running through models, art, and onto poetry, with many more in between. Now, because you won the round, you've earned the right to choose 2 categories to add to the board. If the usual suspects had won, they'd be adding 2 categories, trying to make things difficult for you. But it's your honour.
Right, I'll have animals.
Animals goes into the final.
Models.
And models. Well, usual suspects, you didn't really get a look in there, did you?
No.
No.
We'll see you again in round 2. Right, now they've gone and they can't hear us, we can have a little chat about that. Which of the 2 that you'd quite like to avoid on that list?
Well, Ivy League. And internet.
And the next 2 you'll be choosing?
Maybe First Ladies and possibly film villains.
OK, Judy, you've made a great start to the game.
Right.
Ready to carry on?
Yes.
Then let's play round 2. Your 45 seconds start now. There are 13 months in a leap year.
False.
False. Norman Mailer founded the US Postal Service.
False.
False. The golfer Ernie Els is nicknamed the Big Easy.
True.
True. And finally, the film World War Z is based on a true story.
False.
False. And with plenty of time left, you've answered all 4 statements. Again, some people say, well, it might be, it might not. I'm thinking maybe yes. You're definitely a false or true. That's it.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, you either know it or you don't.
No,
You know,
quite
I
right.
mean,
As you said first time. All right, I'll stop asking. Before we reveal how well you've done, it's time for us to bring back the usual suspects. So, usual suspects, these were the 4 statements, and next to them are Judy's answers. What do you reckon's going on here, Phil?
Looks pretty good. I've got a feeling in the back of my mind, in 1963 there was a zombie apocalypse. So I think D is actually wrong.
Yeah, good point, Phil. Catherine?
Judy, I think you've done really well again. I don't know much about golf, so if C would be the one that I wouldn't be too sure about.
Michael, what do you think?
I think, Nick, she's got perfection.
Judy, they think you might have achieved perfection. Let's find out how many are correct. Congratulations, Judy, you have achieved perfection. Well, Zach will be jumping up and down, very
will
proud of
be,
you at the
yeah,
moment, won't he? Like,
yeah.
Nan's got 2 correct rounds in a row.
Yeah.
Let's go through them, shall we? There are 13 months in a leap year. Of course there aren't. That's false. I don't think we need to go into that in any more detail, do we? Norman Mailer founded the US Postal Service. True or false? Yeah, it is, in fact, false. He's a famous American writer. See the joke being about mail.
Right, that's what I thought, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Trying to put me off, yeah.
Yes, the golfer Ernie Els is nicknamed the Big Easy, and as you knew all too well, that is actually true. And the film World War Z is based on a true story.
That was a total guess, I don't know.
You know, it's a zombie movie. Yeah.
I've never heard of it, I didn't
So
know.
that was what Phil was joking about. It is, of course, false because it's a zombie movie and zombies don't exist. Or do they? Judy, as a result of that perfect performance, you've made winning that prize fund of £18,000 a lot easier. Let's see the final board, shall we? Well, you chose the first 2 categories because you won the first round. And guess what? Because you won round 2, you get to choose the next 2 as well. Fire away.
Right, well, I'll have First Ladies
First Ladies goes in.
and film villains.
And film villains. Tell you what, interesting, isn't it, Usual Suspects? She doesn't say much, but what she says seems to count at the moment.
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Yeah, worrying, isn't it? All right, we'll see you in round 3. Maybe you'll get a look in there. Well done. By choosing your own categories, you're hopefully making the final a little easier to win.
hopefully.
Yeah. Ready to play the next round?
Yep.
Let's play round 3. Your 45 seconds start now. Bob Hawke was the first Prime Minister of Australia.
False.
False. Zanzibar is located in the Indian Ocean.
Oh, I'll say true for that one.
True. Jessica Ennis won an Olympic medal in 2008.
False.
False. And finally, Whatever was a UK top 10 single for Oasis.
Not very hot on Oasis, really. True.
True, and with time to spare, you've answered all 4. You spent a little time there thinking about it on that last one, and we had a rare insight into your thinking process there. You
Yes.
gave us a bit more. You gave us a sentence. So you're less confident with this one, are you?
Yeah, not very confident with this one.
All right. Well, before we find out exactly how well you've done, it's time for us to bring back the usual suspects. So these were the 4 statements, and next to them are Judy's answers. Catherine, is there a mistake here that you can seize upon?
I think Judy's got perfection for the 3rd time in a row.
That's a bit of a nightmare, isn't it?
Yeah.
Phil, is the money in danger here? Has she got perfection again?
Oh, yeah, I've got to agree on those are the answers I would go for, yeah.
Michael, anything? Anything at all?
I've got a sneaky feeling that Jessica Ennis may have picked up a medal in 2008.
All right, Judy, it's the moment of truth. You need to have answered all 4 statements. I don't know what I'm telling you. You've done it twice. So let's have a look, shall we, and see how many you've got right. Congratulations, Judy. You have achieved perfection again. That's quite extraordinary. That's only the 2nd time that's happened this series, and it doesn't happen very often at all. Judy, as a result of that perfect performance, you've made winning the prize fund a lot easier. Let's take a look through those answers, shall we? Bob Hawke was the first Prime Minister of Australia. True or false? That's false, actually. Sir Edmund Barton was the first one in 1901. Zanzibar is located in the Indian Ocean. You said that was true, and of course it is true. Jessica Ennis won an Olympic medal in 2008, and that is, of course, false. She was injured for most of that year, and so was never really in with the chance of a medal. And Whatever was a UK top 10 single for Oasis, and as you knew only too well, Judy, it's absolutely true. Let's have a look at your final board, shall we? We're about to make it a clean sweep. You're going to make life a lot easier for yourself. You chose the first 4 because you won the first 2 rounds. You won round 3 now, so you get to choose the last 2 as well.
Right, well, I'll try art.
Art goes in.
And poetry.
And poetry. We now know our 6 final categories. They are animals, models, first ladies, film villains, art and poetry. Well, time to switch you off, usual suspects. We'll see you a little later. So choosing your own category should give you the advantage.
Oh, yeah, I've picked the best of them.
Yes. All right, well, look. Judy, for £18,000, it's time to play the final. Judy, this is the all-important final. If you could achieve perfection, you could be leaving with a prize fund of £18,000. Say it with me. £18,000. That's a lot of money.
That's scary.
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
However, if you fail, you'll be leaving with nothing, which would, of course, be great news for the usual suspects, as one of them could be playing for a rollover of £19,000 on the next game. Which, by the way, if that happens, that will be the highest amount that it's ever reached. £19,000, we got there once before.
Yes,
You
I
can
saw
stop
that
that
one.
by winning it right now.
Right.
Let's play the final round. Judy, here are your final 6 categories. You must answer all 6 statements correctly if you want to win the £18,000. Think carefully, there's no time limit, but once you've given an answer, your first answer, it will be locked in. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Then let's reveal your first statement. Please tell me whether you believe it to be true or false. Animals. A dugong has 8 legs.
False.
False. Models. David Bowie's model wife, Iman, was born in Somalia.
I know that one. That's true.
True. First ladies. Michelle Obama was in the US Navy.
False.
False. Film villains. The character Jaws appears in Goldeneye?
True.
True. Art. The Turner Prize can be won by artists of any age.
No, I'll go false on that one.
False. And finally, poetry. Don Juan is a satirical poem by Lord Byron.
True. Say true for that one.
True. And with that, you've answered all 6 statements, and your answers are now locked in. Remember, if there's one single mistake, you leave with nothing. Which ones are you unsure of?
Well, the F. Not really sure of E, just that I've never known anybody young winning it, so... Yeah, the others I'm not too bad on. Definitely no B.
All right, then, let's bring back the usual suspects to see what they have to say. So, usual suspects, you can now see the final 6 statements, and next to them are Judy's answers. Judy, your answers are now locked in, and you can't change them by yourself, but if you think you have made a mistake, you can unlock the board with the help of the usual suspects. This will, however, come at a cost. Usual suspects, I'm now going to ask you to tell me how well you think Judy has done, if you want to help, and if you do, how much it will cost. So, Judy, who would you like to hear from first?
I'll hear from Michael.
I don't think you've got perfection, but I'm not certain enough on a couple of the answers to help you out, I'm afraid.
OK. Phil.
To be honest, there's a few I'm not sure of. I think you might have got a couple wrong. I don't really want to take the risk at this stage, as it's my first game. Thank you.
And we'll hear from Catherine.
Judy, I know you've got one wrong there, and I want to come down and help you out. I'll go halves with you.
Well, so Catherine is saying that she thinks that you've got one wrong and wants £9,000 of your £18,000 to come down and help you.
Well, there's a couple I'm not sure of. How about 6,000?
No, Judy, I'll go halves with you.
That's your final offer?
Yeah.
Oh, this is so difficult because...
It can only be your decision.
All right, we'll go halves on it.
You going halves?
Yeah.
OK, Catherine, for £9,000 of the £18,000, please come down and join us. OK, Judy, you've asked Catherine for help. If you achieve perfection, it will cost you £9,000 of a potential prize fund of £18,000. Catherine, you've now forfeited your chance to play in the next game. This is your only shot at winning perfection. Have you made the right decision? I think we're about to find out. Here are the final round statements. All 6 answers are now unlocked. First question you have to ask always when somebody comes down to join in. Were you bluffing about there being one wrong? Do you think she's got perfection? Is that what's going on? Or do you have something?
I told you I was really confident that you'd got one wrong. I'm pretty sort of confident. But you've done such a good job getting perfection in the other rounds. I couldn't miss this opportunity. E, I think an artist of any age could get the Turner Prize. So if you weren't sure about that one, I definitely think we should change E.
Change E. Don Juan, I don't really know about, do you? I just know he was a bit of a lad, so he might have written a satirical poem.
OK, well, let's go with your, your gut. Let's go with true.
It's my gut feeling on it.
Yeah, the Jaws one is right. David Bowie's wife is right. Yes. I've never heard of a dugong.
Unless it's a spider, I can't see that. I've never heard of it.
OK, let's go false.
I don't know about Michelle Obama. Never heard it. That's why I said false.
OK.
So, listen, any changes you want to make?
Well, I think we'll change the Turner Prize.
Yeah.
Turner Prize false to true, please.
OK, so E changes from false to true. Anything else?
I just think we would have heard it if she was in the US Navy.
It's the only one I'm unsure about.
Yeah, that's what I just think.
Yeah.
Should we keep that like it is? She's such a famous person, false. So, David Bowie's right and the dugong.
Yep, so keep the rest the same, yeah?
I think we'll just change
Judy,
that.
Let's go.
Go for it. Yes.
Locking all the rest in?
Yes.
Please.
OK, all the other answers are now locked in. £18,000 at stake. £9,000 to Judy, £9,000 to Catherine. 6 answers away. Let's find out if you've achieved perfection. Right, well, I suppose the key one really is the Turner Prize, because that's the one that you've changed. I'm always accused of leaving that one till last to try and build up the pressure. So maybe on this occasion we should actually start with that one. And immediately you can find out then, Judy, whether it was a good idea to bring Catherine down or not. So the Turner Prize can be won by artists of any age. You said this was false. Catherine came down, she wanted to have a chat with you. She wasn't convinced of this, but she thought that maybe should be the one that you changed. You had to think about it and changed it to true. We need this to turn green to get you off to a good start. The Turner Prize can be won by artists of any age. Is that true or false? It's false.
I'm so sorry.
Well, that's a disaster, isn't it? Right at the beginning, it means that you can't win the money and you can't achieve perfection.
Let's hope we've got another one wrong.
Yeah, gosh.
Maybe you can still achieve perfection at home, but the real worry here is whether she's come down and changed you away from a perfect board or whether there is something else wrong. I'm guessing at this stage you're both hoping there's something else wrong.
Well, I am.
Yeah. OK, so let me clear that up straight away. The Turner Prize can be won by artists of any age. Obviously, no, it can't. It can only be won by artists under 50, in actual fact. Let's carry on then. Don Juan is a satirical poem by Lord Byron. You thought this could be true, Judy. Catherine agreed, so it stayed true. We need this to turn green. Is it true or false? Yeah, it is true. So that would have been OK. Let's get back up to the top and start again. A dugong has 8 legs. Now, you went with false. Catherine was happy to stick with that. Is it true or false? Yeah, it is false, in actual fact. It's a marine mammal with 2 forelimbs.
I think of it now. I can think of it, yeah. Like a sealy thing, isn't it?
Yeah, that kind of thing, yeah. Moving on, David Bowie's model wife, Iman, was born in Somalia. Now, you're both convinced that this is true, so we're expecting this to turn green and you to be right about this one as well. Is it true or false? It is true. Michelle Obama was in the US Navy. Now, you said this was false. You would have heard of it if it was...
Well, yeah, I'm hoping it's true now. I just never heard that.
Yeah, we're looking for another one to be wrong. All right, then. Well, let's find out. Is it true or false? It's false.
Oh, no.
She was a lawyer.
Never mind.
Just one more. How are you feeling at the moment, Catherine?
I'm feeling terrible. Of course I am.
All right, we've got our fingers crossed that you've got this one wrong as well. Then at least you haven't ruined a perfect board. I'm hoping this for both of you. The character Jaws appeared in GoldenEye. Judy, you said this was true. Catherine, you agreed this was true. Unusually, we'd really like you to be wrong and for this to be false, so that it isn't just the one that was changed by Catherine that's actually stopped you winning the money. The character Jaws appears in GoldenEye. Is that true or false? Please turn red. Yes, it is false. Look at the relief.
Poor girl.
You were terrified, weren't you? You were shaking there for a second.
I lost her £9,000.
Oh, dear. Oh, well, I feel all right now.
OK.
That's good, yeah.
Well, yes. So let me clear that up. The character Jaws appeared in GoldenEye. Of course, that's false. He was an enemy of Roger Moore in The Spy Who Loved Me and Moonraker, if you remember those, but not GoldenEye. So, well, what an interesting board that was in the end. Do you know what? I think, Zach, your grandson...
You'll be proud of me.
Do you know what? Really proud of you. 3 all-correct rounds and then 4 out of... Well, to be fair, 5 out of 6 in the final.
I'm pleased with that.
And do you know what, Catherine? Don't be too tough on yourself. If you see an opportunity, you need to come down and have a go at it. Otherwise, you'd never get near the money. Great news for you, usual suspects. The prize fund rolls over to the next game, where one of you could be playing for a record equalling total of £19,000 on perfection. Judy and Catherine, you failed to find perfection, which means you go home with nothing other than our thanks for being such great players. Let's hear it for Catherine and Judy, everybody. Now time to meet the next usual suspects, hoping to play perfection today. Usual suspects, please introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm James. I'm originally from Ipswich, but I'm currently studying politics in Bristol.
Hi, I'm Kyle. I live in Manchester and I'm a territory manager for a medical device company.
Welcome, James and Kyle. Unusually, an all-male list of usual suspects. And best of luck to all of you as we now find out which one of you has been randomly picked to play perfection. James, it's you. Please come down and join me. James, welcome to the game. Let's find out a bit more about you. So you're studying what is it at university?
Politics and actually international relations as well.
So what sort of career are you looking at when you come out the other side of that? Not that it's always related.
I'm thinking of a career maybe in the armed forces.
Well, best of luck with that. So, listen, James, it's now you versus the usual suspects. They were your teammates, but unlike the army, they've turned into your enemies. Here is the good news. As nobody has won the last 18 games, the prize fund currently stands at £19,000. So what are you going to spend it on when you win it?
Well, it's my mum's 40th birthday this year, and she's desperate to go to... Well, she's already been to Iceland, but she wants to take the whole family to Iceland, and she also wants to go visit Norway. So that would be a bit of it. Then the rest. Logically, I'm thinking we'll go to removing some of my student debt.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of that these days, isn't there? All right, look, best of luck. 3 rounds of the final to come. Usual suspects. We're going to switch you off for now so you can't see or hear anything, but as soon as James makes a mistake, you'll be back in the game. James, you ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Then let's play perfection. Round 1, your 45 seconds starts now. Jim Carrey is over 50 years old.
I know he's over 40. I don't think he's over 50. False.
False. The Battle of Passchendaele was fought during World War II.
I should know this. Doesn't strike. I'm going to say true.
True. Kia is an alcoholic French drink.
I've had a Kirsch. I don't think Kia is false.
Keep an eye on the time. False. And finally, Jim Robinson is the BBC's political editor.
False.
False. And with just a little time to spare, time creeps up on you a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, I know Jim Robinson. Well, I know there's a Robinson that does something to do with the politics, but I don't think he's the editor. I don't know. Jim Carrey, I know he's been around for a long time. I don't think he's over 50, but then they jump out at you and turn out they're like 60, 70 years old, some of these actors that...
Are well preserved.
Yeah, well
All
preserved.
right. Look, before we reveal exactly how well you've done, it's time for us to bring back the usual suspects. So here are the 4 statements, and next to them are James's answers. Michael, get us started here. Is that perfection?
Not at all, no. Kia is an alcoholic French drink, and I'm pretty sure Jim Carrey is about 52, 53 years old, so he's got 2 wrong.
Phil, what do you think?
I actually think Jim Carrey is over 50-year-old as well, and I've got a feeling that Battle of Passchendaele was World War I and not II.
Kyle.
Yeah, I agree with the Jim Carrey one. I think he is just over 50, and I wasn't sure myself between World War I and World War II for B as well, so that could possibly be wrong.
OK, James, the moment of truth. Let's find out how many are correct.
Shocking.
Yeah, just 1 out of 4, I'm afraid. Not perfection, certainly, and you let your enemies, the usual suspects, into the game. But don't worry yet. They have to find the 3 answers that they need to change to steal the round. Off you go, usual suspects. Have a chat.
Right, so we definitely change A and C.
Yes.
Well, A, B and C.
I think so.
And B.
I mean, Jim Robinson was in Neighbours, so
I'm
I
sure-
think that's going to be false, isn't
I
it?
think Nick Robinson, I think, is the BBC political
Ah,
editor.
right, is he?
Yeah,
Oh, sorry,
I'm
no,
pretty
you're
sure
right.
that
So
one.
it's false.
So
So
he's
therefore,
false.
I think
So A, B and C, definitely.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, we're changing A, B and C, Michael?
Yes, we play. Well, yes, please.
Thank you. A changes from false to true. B changes from true to false. C changes from false to true. And D remains as answered by James. Usual suspects, let's find out what the correct answers are. Jim Carrey is over 50 years old. True or false? True. Jim Carrey turned 52 in January 2014. The Battle of Passchendaele was fought during World War II. Is that true or false? It's false. James? Yes, World War I. You're not actually thinking about this now. You're thinking about the stick you're going to get when you get back, aren't you?
Anyway.
Yeah. Thought so. OK, Kia is an alcoholic French drink. True or false? Yes, true. Blackcurrant liqueur. And finally, Jim Robinson is the BBC's political editor. True or false? It's false. Congratulations, usual suspects. You have achieved perfection. Let me clear that last one up. Nick Robinson became BBC political editor in 2005. Jim Robinson, Phil, as you said, was a character in Neighbours. So, James, they managed to succeed where you failed and they've stolen the round. Usual suspects, you now have the opportunity to make James's chances of winning the prize fund in the final a little bit harder. Let's have a look at the final board. James, these 6 blank spaces need to be filled with subject categories. Here are your final round category options, starting with British comedy, running through postage, scandal, and on to travel with many more in between. Now, because the usual suspects stole the round from you, they get to choose the 2 categories, hoping to make the final harder for you. So which 2 would you like him to play in the final, chaps?
I'm thinking perhaps celebrity. I don't think he would know much about that. And I think it's something he could trip up on.
Noel Smith and
Yeah, I was definitely
Noel Smith
thinking-
and Chaucer I was looking at
Yeah.
more, but I don't know.
Well, North Smith, I think his mum's been to Iceland before,
Oh,
and he
yes,
was in Norway and
that's a
Iceland. That's
good
why I'm thinking
Oh,
might know a
okay.
bit about that.
Yeah, fair enough.
Nature
Nature, I'd be happy with nature.
and Chaucer.
Chaucer, yeah.
Chaucer, yeah, got them. So we'll have Nick. We'll have Nature and Chaucer.
Nature goes into the final. And Chaucer goes into the final. Well done, usual suspects. You've won the first round. Time to switch you off. We'll see you in round 2. Nature?
It's not too bad.
Chaucer?
Chaucer, I did in primary school. Canterbury Tales, isn't there? That's Chaucer, or maybe not. Maybe it
I
just
can't
looks
tell
silly.
you anything about it at this stage. Let's take a look at the list then, shall we? What will be the first two you choose from that list when you get an opportunity?
Celebrity, I think, I'll be all right with. British comedy,
All right.
box
and
office,
A couple that you're keen to avoid.
Postage, and North Smith, I'd like to avoid.
Oh, that's worked out quite well because they talked about that and decided you'd know about that.
Yeah, I've got no idea.
Very good. All right. Well, the only way's up from here, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah.
All right then. Let's play round two. Your 45 seconds starts now. Eddie Irvine is a former Formula One world champion.
False.
False. Jane Austen was born in the 19th century.
Jane Austen's 18. True.
True. A romaine is a type of potato.
False.
False. And finally, Andrew Scott plays Jim Moriarty in Sherlock.
False.
False, and with time to spare, you've answered all four. Would it be wrong of me to say that you looked a little uncomfortable during that round?
Yeah. Yeah, you can say that. My grandma loves Sherlock and is constantly trying to get us to watch it, but I haven't seen it.
Just goes to show, doesn't it? You should always listen to your grandma. She knows best. All right, well, look, before we reveal how well you've done, it's time for us to bring back the usual suspects. So, usual suspects, these were the four statements, and next to them are James's answers. Michael, what do you think of these answers?
I would have answered all the questions the same, so I think he may have perfection.
Phil?
Yeah, I think he's improved, but I've got a feeling C. I think a romaine is a type of potato.
Kyle, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I think C is a romaine is a type of potato. Also D, I think Andrew Scott is in Sherlock. Whether he plays Moriarty or not, I'm not sure, but I think I would have said true for that one, so I think he's got two wrong there.
OK, you guys big into fashion, by the way? I just wondered whether you compared notes before deciding that you were all going to come on wearing check.
It's our boy's own look.
Right, right, so maybe I need to go and get myself some check shirts. All right, let's have a look, shall we? James, the moment of truth, let's find out how many you got correct. Oh, come on. 2 out of 4, I'm afraid. Not perfection again. Better than last time, though.
Yeah.
It means the usual suspects are in the game with a chance to steal. You need to find the 2 that you need to change, but which 2?
Should we go with what we originally
Yeah,
said?
I think so, yeah.
Yep, C
Makes
and
sense to
D.
me, yeah.
We'd like to change C and D, please.
C changes from false to true, and D changes from false to true, leaving A and B as answered by James. All right, usual suspects, let's find out what the correct answers are. Eddie Irvine is a former Formula One world champion. Is that true or false? Yes, it is false. He was runner-up in 1999. Jane Austen was born in the 19th century. True or false? False. Usual suspects. 1775 she was born. Tut, usual suspects. You had a chance to steal there and you failed to take it. I wonder whether you can still achieve perfection at home. Let's deal with the rest of them, shall we? A romaine is a type of potato. True or false? False. It's a type of lettuce. And finally, Andrew Scott plays Jim Moriarty in Sherlock. True or false? Absolutely true. Well, usual suspects. You could have piled on the pressure there, but you didn't. Let's take a look at your final board, shall we? There are still only 2 subject categories chosen. Nobody won round 2, so what do we do with those categories that were due to be chosen? Well, they get carried over into the next round. So round 3 will be a good one to win because all 4 categories left will be available in that round. So, usual suspects, missed a chance there. We'll see you in round 3. And away they go. All right, you ready to play on?
I am, yeah.
Let's play round 3. Your 45 seconds start now. Rick Astley has represented the UK at Eurovision.
I'm going to say false.
False. Alisha Usmanov is a German businessman.
I'm going to say false again.
False. Central Park is in Manhattan.
No, it's New York. Yeah, true.
True. And finally, Andy Murray serves at over 200 miles an hour.
False. That can't be. That can't happen. False.
False. That was really interesting. Can't happen. Can't happen. Can it happen?
200 miles an hour, that's fast.
That is very fast. 200 miles an hour is fast. But that sounded like a better round, though.
I think it was better. And obviously, Rick Astley's extremely famous, but see, now I'm starting to worry about that one.
Yeah, probably best not to think about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think, I might have done all right.
You talk yourself into it finally. All right, before we reveal how well you've done, let's bring back the usual suspects. So here are the 4 statements, and next to them are James's answers. Carl, you can start us this time. Is that perfection?
I think he may well have perfection this round, Nick. The only one I'm slightly unsure about is B, but I think he might perfection.
Phil, what do you think?
Pretty much same here, to be honest. There's nothing really jumping out that I'd change.
Michael?
I think A might be wrong because I've got a sneaky feeling in the back of my head that Rick Astley did do the Eurovision and came last.
Right. James, the moment of truth. You need to have answered all 4 statements perfectly to have won the round. Let's find out how many are correct. Congratulations, James. You've achieved perfection. A little bit competitive.
Yeah.
You kept that down all the way through.
Yeah.
Obviously,
well, it's suddenly released it, I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's have a look at those answers in more detail. Rick Astley has represented the UK at Eurovision. True or false? Yeah, false. He hasn't. Alisher Usmanov is a German businessman. True or false? Yeah, that's false. He's an Uzbeki-born Russian businessman, co-owner of Arsenal.
Oh, wow.
Didn't know that?
I should have known that, shouldn't I?
Yeah,
Football fan.
Central Park is in Manhattan. True or false? True. And finally, Andy Murray serves over 200 miles an hour. False. The fastest serve ever recorded was approximately 163 miles an hour. That's still flipping quick,
isn't it?
Really. Well done, James. As a result of that perfect performance, you've made winning the prize fund a little bit easier. Let's have a look at your final board. In fact, you made it a lot easier because, of course, no 2 categories were chosen in round 2. They were carried over to this round, so you get to choose the last 4 categories on your final board. So choose away.
I'll go for countries.
Countries goes in?
Box office.
Box office?
British comedy.
British comedy.
And I'll go for celebrity.
And celebrity. OK, we now know our 6 final categories. They are nature, Chaucer, countries, box office, British comedy and celebrity. Time to switch off the usual suspects for the last time. Well, you've chosen 4 out of the 6.
It's looking very good.
Isn't it?
It's looking great, yeah.
James, for £19,000, it's time to play the final. James, this is the all-important final. If you can achieve perfection, you could be leaving with a prize fund of £19,000. If you fail, you'll be leaving with nothing, which would be great news for the usual suspects, as one of them could be playing for a rollover of £20,000 on the next game. That would be an all-time record. Let's play the final round. James, here are your final 6 categories. You must answer all 6 statements correctly if you want to win the £19,000. Think carefully, there's no time limit, but once you've given an answer, your first answer is locked in. Are you ready?
I am, yeah.
OK, let's reveal your first statement. Please tell me whether you believe it to be true or false. Nature. The marmot is a type of squirrel.
Doesn't jump out as a type of squirrel. I'm going to say false.
False. Chaucer. Robin Hood is a character in the Canterbury Tales.
It was set way... Oh, was it? Oh, see, I think things through. No, because I did the Canterbury Tales, and there's no way Robin Hood is in it, so false. Yeah.
False. Countries. By area, Germany is larger than Mexico.
Mexico does get quite thin. I'm going to say true.
True. Box office. Iron Man 3 has grossed over $1 billion worldwide.
I'm pretty sure that the Avengers series, like including all the Iron Mans, Captain America, they all have. But like Iron Man 3 on its own, I don't think so. So I'm going to say false.
False. British comedy. In Absolutely Fabulous, Patsy's surname is Monsoon.
I don't know what Absolutely Fabulous is. Patsy Monsoon doesn't. I haven't heard that. I'm going to say false.
False.
Say false.
Celebrity. Jennifer Lopez is the mother of twins.
False.
False.
Don't think that's true.
And with that, all 6 answers are locked in. Remember, if there's a single mistake, you leave with nothing. Which ones are you unsure of?
E, definitely, 100%. It's E and A that I'm not too confident with.
E and A are the worries. All right, let's bring back the usual suspects and see what they have to say. Usual suspects, you can now see the final 6 statements, and next to them are James's answers. James, your answers are locked in and you can't change them by yourself, but if you think you've made a mistake, you can unlock the board with the help of the usual suspects. This will, however, come at a cost. James, who would you like to hear from first?
I'll go left to right. I'll have a chat to Kyle first.
You've definitely got 2 wrong there. I'm going to have to say I'm sorry, James. There's 2 that I know you've got wrong, but there's a couple that I'm just really not sure of, and I think the risk is a bit too big for me to come down, so I'm afraid I'm
Okay,
out.
Phil?
There's a couple of them that I'm unsure of, to be honest. So I think I'm going to have to rule myself out.
All right, Phil's out of the equation.
Michael?
Yeah, I have to second what he just said. I'm uncertain on more than 2 of them, so I have to rule myself out.
So negotiations appear to be over. James, none of the usual suspects are willing to help you, so you're on your own. £19,000 at stake,
Yeah.
6 answers away. Let's find out if you've achieved perfection. Top to bottom or bottom to top? I'll let you decide.
For suspense, I think I'll go top to bottom, unless I've got the top one wrong.
All right. A marmot is a type of squirrel. You said this was false. We want this to turn red for you to get you off to a good start. Is this true or false? It's true, I'm afraid. So, as suspense goes...
It's gone. It's gone.
Not good, I'm afraid. That's really bad news for you, I'm afraid, there, James. It means you can't achieve perfection and you won't be taking home the £19,000. I wonder whether you can still achieve perfection at home. Let's have a look through these, shall we? Robin Hood is a character in the Canterbury Tales. You said false. Is that true or false? Yeah, it is false. Very well done there. By area, Germany is larger than Mexico. True or false? False, in actual fact. Mexico is, in fact, over 5 times larger than Germany. Yeah?
Wow.
Moving on, Iron Man 3 has grossed over $1 billion worldwide. You said this was false. True or false? True, I'm afraid.
Wow.
Yeah, very successful film. OK, absolutely fabulous. Patsy's surname is Monsoon. You said this was false. Is it true or false? It is false. Very well done.
Great guess.
Eddie's surname in Absolutely Fabulous is Monsoon. Patsy's is Stone. So we're down to Jennifer Lopez is the mother of twins. You thought that wasn't the case, so you said false. True or false? Yeah, it is true, I'm afraid. So in the end, just the 2 out of the 6 on that board. Tough board. Bad news for you, but great news for the usual suspects as the prize fund rolls over to the next game where one of you could be playing for a grand total of, and this is a record on perfection, £20,000. James, I'm afraid it means you failed to achieve perfection and you go home with nothing other than our thanks for playing. How was it as an experience?
Yeah, it was really good fun. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's a shame I did so badly. Well, I got perfection once, but it's a shame I did so badly in that final
Take that
game.
with you. Yeah, let's hear it for James, everybody. Well, that's all we have time for. Please join us again next time when our usual suspects have the chance to play again. This time for a record-breaking £20,000 on perfection. But remember, it's a tough one to win, and we will only pay for perfection. Goodbye.